I think it actually requires much more maturity to be able to stay in the hot pocket of understanding the virtue of this institution and how the Lama arrangement works and the qualities of seeking a master that's truly qualified, versus, and also recognizing all the malarkey and all the nuance and sophistication of narcissism, for example. And we have built our program to allow for that. 6 sessions on trauma, another module devoted to the shadow. Listen to these qualities. The 10 qualities to look for. The first one on the list in Indian philosophy is always the most important. It's always the most important. The guru has excellent conduct by way of their discipline and their exercising of virtue. Second one, they have a tranquil mind because of their practice of meditation. Third one, they have diminished self-grasping as a result of their adherence to the practice or the discipline of wisdom. Those of you that are taking notes, I'm going quick because you can revisit it on the tape, okay? If you want to learn the list, think about the first 3 as the 3 disciplines that are found in the 4th Noble Truth. The 4th Noble Truth are the Eightfold Path, and we condense them into 3 disciplines: the training in ethics, the training in meditation, and the training in wisdom. So someone who represents an ardent understanding and embodiment of the 4 Noble Truths will be someone who has a very narrow gap between what they say and do, rather than a very wide gap. We use this expression, that she walks the talk. That is an ethical hallmark, the first ethical hallmark of a good teacher. The second one is that you can see from their mind, the way that they hold their mind, that they have, like, their mind is like a sharpened weapon. It's been refined. It's been well exercised. It's been subdued. They have natural tranquility. And when I go through this list, I'm seeing my Geshe Tenzin Zopa, right? But you're going to see whoever it is for you, whoever it might be for you. Lack of self-grasping. They're not all that fixated on themselves, which means they have a lot of spaciousness. The 4th one is that they know something more than you. So when you outgrow your teacher, when you start to know more than them, it's time to move on. Their function, wish them well and thank them, and their function, their purpose, like a raft that takes you to a shore, it has served its purpose. The 5th one is that they have tremendous enthusiasm for the Dharma. It's infectious. Like, you want to tap that source whenever you're around them. And if they're in Australia, you would like nothing more than be there and tap that enthusiasm. 6th one is that they have very good scriptural or textual knowledge, because those are the words of the Buddha and of the great commentators, and that they can draw on that by memory. And that's why when we go to monasteries and you see the monks and the nuns chanting and reciting, what they are doing is committing a vast corpus of the Buddha's teachings to memory, so that they are internalized. The 7th one is insight into emptiness. Now, this is a difficult one to ascertain, but certainly if they are, what's the word, not promoting, proclaiming. If they're proclaiming that they have insight into emptiness, turn the other way. You can Google it. You can Google Michael Roach's letter he sent to the Dalai Lama's office, proclaiming that he had reached the 5th or the 3rd path of seeing, had realized emptiness directly. And might have been Lama Zopa Rinpoche that replied back to him and said, pull out your member from the roof, piss off the roof, and retract your urine, and then we'll know. Yes, yes, that is Lama speak. That is Lama speak for go away, little boy, with your proclamations. You're going to cause a lot of damage. Eighth one is skill and means. So this is the ability to adapt the teachings to the needs of the student. And I think also very much the ability to adapt to the times. And you will see lamas, and you will see that they are not doing that. Some of them are not doing that. They're well trained, and they don't have this facility. And then what's its impact on you? The ninth one is compassion. And the 10th virtue, or the 10th quality, is the persistence or the patience. So this is someone, when for the 10th time someone asks the same question, they don't bat an eyelash. They are there. They will stay till the end of the night. They will stay till everybody, like Geshe Tenzin Zopa, one of the things I remember was, I was anxious for Geshe Tenzin Zopa in Nepal. I was like, my own anxieties, because I'm an insecure guy, I was micromanaging his time schedule. I was like trying to get people into like batches of time where we wouldn't interrupt his practice and come after tea, and like he could see a few people. And I was worried that if it became a free-for-all, that people would just be at his, asking and grabbing of his time and his attention. And like a nervous mother, I was like micromanaging that. I'm sorry, guys. Those of you in Nepal, I didn't need to micromanage Geshe Tenzin Zopa's time. Okay, like the guy was happy to take every question and every inquiry, and it was like he had my day was 12 hours long and his day was endless. And there was no, when are they going to go away? And one thing I heard about Geshe Tenzin Zopa after the fact from many of you who came to me and told me that he unbeknownst to me, some of you found your way to Geshe Tenzin Zopa. But that he was able to meet you and receive you and honor you and validate you. So beautiful, isn't it? It just like meeting an old friend, but it's for the first time, and more profound.